Now it's time for another Joppa tip. Number 108 Joppa tip. Actually, I give many Joppa tips in these videos. I don't know if we're up to 108, but here's another one that could just help you when you're in the what I call the Joppa dead zone and you don't really want to chant. You don't really have the energy. You'd rather be doing something else. There's no taste. And yeah, it feels like the holy name has got dead on you. I've got something for you, a little power user's tool that could help you out of this difficulty. Part of the problem that we may run into when we're chanting, we go in the Joppa dead zone, which makes you kind of feel dead, which means the holy name is not alive in your heart, is that we run into this, I'm not feeling anything, I'm not tasting, I'm not feeling the bhav right now. Actually, I'm feeling like kind of bored. Not kind of bored, extremely bored. And these mantras are like really hard to get out of my mouth. And my mind is in 20 directions. Well, there's only 10 directions. Dick Paul. Krishna's the protector of 10 directions. So my mind's in all those directions. It's not going well. And I'm thinking, that is really hard to chant. I have no taste. Well, what do we do? Power user tip number 108. What do? The chanting is not about whether it makes you happy or not, whether you feel the bhav or not. That's not what it's all about. It's about whether Krishna is pleased or not. So now when you hit that point, just think, this chanting is not for me. This chanting is for Krishna's pleasure. So let me just try chanting for his pleasure. Let me just see how that works. Like whether I taste or not, doesn't matter. Let me just see if I just chant for Krishna's pleasure, what happens? So we just stop, we reframe everything, and then we think, okay, it doesn't matter. It's not about me. I just chant for Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I'm just trying to please Krishna. Krishna likes to hear his name. I'm going to chant his name sincerely as I can. Hare Krishna, just to please you. This is for your pleasure, Krishna. Sometimes we do this when we're chanting the deity. You could imagine Krishna is there listening to your chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna, for your pleasure, your pleasure. Now, what happens when you give Krishna pleasure? Yes, you already know what happens. What happens when you try to find pleasure for yourself? You already know what happens. So when you get to this point where it's like, I don't have impetus to chant because I'm not tasting anything, stop and think, I will chant for Krishna's pleasure. And things change, because when you do something for Krishna's pleasure, it becomes easier, more tasteful. And it's no longer about whether I need pleasure or not. As long as I can give pleasure to Krishna, I am happy. That is all, that's what pure bhakti is all about. And so many times when we shift into that mood, I'll just do this for Krishna's pleasure. It's like, bingo, now I'm tasting the holy name. Because we are servants of the holy name. We're not enjoyers of the holy name. So when we serve the holy name, then we taste the holy name. So power user secret number 108, delivered to you today. Whenever you're in the Joppa dead zone, then remember this technique and see if it can help you. It will. I promise. Hare Krishna.